Hello everyone, and today we're going to teach you guys how to set up a track mode with the latest updates. Plus, you'll be able to install the theme to go with the track mode, and that is Arcade Flow. I'm going to show you how to add your own music to go with your each theme. So let's get started, okay? First, we need to head to the internet, okay? And we can go to this website. In my video description, you'll be able to get the link that you need for this process, okay? Alright, now if you have any questions regarding this tutorial, please visit their website and also their forum. It takes them a while for them to reply, but I will give you all the links you need to guide you to the lesson and also direct you to the help. So this way you don't feel like you're being left out. So let's get started. Alright, the first thing you want to do is we're going to go ahead and click on downloads. Depending on what kind of devices you want to use, it either can be Raspberry Pi, Linux, Mac, Windows XP, or Windows 10, 7, or 8. I prefer grabbing the Windows. I'm going to use Windows as an example. I'm going to go ahead and grab the 64-bit, but you also can get the 32-bit as well, okay? So make sure you get that, okay? Let me lower this down a little bit so you guys can hear me a little bit better, okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and download this. Alright, the next thing we need to do is we need to go to this, right here on this website, on the GitHub. Z Apollo 11 is the creator of Arcade Flow, and Arcade Flow updates every time. So every time you need to update, I'm going to show you how to update. Right now we're getting the latest version 15.6. However, in the future video, the software might be updated as you see this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and download this. So we're going to click right here where it says source code. We're going to get that. Alright. Next, we need to get, just in case if his scraper doesn't work properly, I'll also just suggest to download this right here. It's called Scraper UI, and download it for the Nintendo. Sorry, not Nintendo. For the Windows 10. It also supports Linux and also Mac. So let's go ahead and grab the Windows. Okay. Next, what I best recommend is come here because it's connected with the scraper from the front end that X Pablo made. Also, so go ahead and register. So what you gotta do is just click on the word register, type in your email and your password, okay, and then send. Okay, once you do that, okay, we're gonna move on to the next step. But remember to go to your email and activate your account with them. Okay. The next thing we want to get is to make our gaming more interesting for our emulators. We're going to get the Bezel project, the Bezel pack utility for Windows. So we're going to go right here and we're going to click on this little latest version. Okay, and we're going to click on the Bezel project setup exe. Let's go ahead and download that. Okay, the next thing we need to do is we need to get some ROMs. Okay, I would definitely suggest to go to, believe it or not, archives.org. Archive.org covers pretty much 90% of the majorities of ROMs. So this way you don't have to go searching on the internet, going to these tedious websites to get to them. It's very simple. All you gotta do is, for example, if I want to have regular Nintendo, I just type this. I type in NES USA ROM pack archive, and then you can get the best choices of the complete American Nintendo Entertainment System ROM set. Let's go ahead and click on that. Alright, there are 4 zips. Let's go ahead and drop this little arrow down for a second, and there it is, the complete American Nintendo Entertainment ROM sets. So let's go ahead and download that. There you go. Okay. Also, MAME. Yeah, it's up to you if you want to search for the internet for the whole pack, a huge pack of MAME games. But I would suggest this one because the next thing we're going to be using as an emulator, believe it or not, we're going to be using RetroArch. So you can also, in my video description, you'll be able to get these, get to the, you know, archive.org, and you can search for the ROMs you need to find. Okay. But this particular one you need it for RetroArch. So in my link description you'll be able to go here and get it. Okay. So only now keep in mind it is 19.2 gigabytes. So make sure you have an extra at least 1 terabyte to 2 terabytes of free space on your hard drive or SSD card. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and download the main ROMs right here. Give it a moment. There it is. It's gonna take at least 40 seconds for me. Depending on how speedy your internet is, that's how long it's gonna take, okay? Alright, so we got some regular Nintendo and we got some arcade games. Alright, now that we got all the stuff together, let's go ahead and put it together, okay? Let me go ahead and close this. Alright, the first thing we want to do is oh, and there's one last thing I forgot to mention. You'll be able to get this in my video description. Make sure you download this right here. This is the a brand new patch of the Attract mode. This is like the better version. They call it the Attract Plus, and this runs really well with the arcade flow. So keep that in mind, okay? All right, so let's get started. The first thing we want to do is we're going to go ahead and extract to by right-clicking to the RAR file of Attract mode, and right here it says Attract to Attract version 2.6.2 Win64. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. The next thing we want to do is we're going to go ahead and right click to the Attract Plus. We're going to go inside here real quick and then extract here. There we go. Let's go inside the artifact and then grab these two consoles right here. Let's go ahead and cut it. Let's go back. Okay. Next thing we need to do is we're going to go inside the Attract Mode folder and we're going to go ahead and paste it right in here. Okay. We don't need the old ones, so we can get rid of those. We really don't need it at this time. There it is. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and extract to the scraper. And then we're going to drag it and drop it inside the Attract mode. Just like that. So we already completed this. We're going to go ahead and delete that. We're going to go ahead and delete this. No, not that one, but this one right here. And of course the Attract Plus. There we go. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and tell it extract here for the arcade flow. Alright. We're going to go ahead and create a new folder. And we're going to name it Music. This is where we're going to put our music for every time you go to a menu. Alright. And we're going to put that inside here. Inside the arcade flow 15.6. We're going to go ahead and cut this. We're going to go inside the Attract mode. And we're going to go to layouts. And then we're going to paste it right in here. Just like that. Okay? Alright. That's been taken care of. We're going to go ahead and install Bezels project setup. Let's go ahead and do that now. More info. Run anyways. Say yes on the notification. Alright, we're going to hit next. I accept the agreements. Hit next. Hit next. Okay. Hit next. And next. And of course create a shortcut. Okay. And install. Alright. We don't need to launch it right now. So we're going to go ahead and close this for now. Alright. Now we need to go on the internet one last time. And we need to go to the RetroArch website. RetroArch. There it is. And we're going to go ahead and download the latest version of RetroArch. Okay, there it is. We're going to click on downloads. I prefer getting not the installer, but the zip file of it. I'm going to grab the 64-bit. Now you can have different type of choices of what kind of operating system you can use along other devices like Linux, Raspberry Pi, Android. You know what I mean? I never heard of this device before, but yeah, they support that with all the Apples, including Xbox S series. Okay. So let's go ahead and download 64-bit. That's the operating system that I'm using. Alright. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and extract to. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and grab the RetroArch inside the folder, and we're going to grab this right here. We're going to rename it and remove the word 64-bit, because really, we already know what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and grab the RetroArch folder. Let's go inside the track mode. And I like to do is I like to put it inside what says emulators. I'm going to paste it right in here. This is where everything is. Okay. And then we're going to create another folder, and we're going to create this one for the Nintendo. So we're going to type in Nintendo Entertainment System. There we go. This is the regular Nintendo Entertainment System. And then we're going to go inside the folder, and we're going to create a folder called Snap. This is the image. Okay. And then we're going to create the folder for videos. And then we're going to create another folder for box art. And one last thing, a new folder for wheels. Okay, there you go. Alright, box art, snaps, videos, and wheels. Okay, alright. Oh, one last thing, ROMs. There we go. Alright. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is we're going to grab the regular Nintendo ROMs that is right here. I'm going to tell it to extract to. There we go. Let's go inside the room, and I mean, you can grab all these unlicensed, homebrews, beta, official games, all that, but I prefer just getting just the official games right for now. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and grab this, and then we're gonna go back to the folder of the emulators, and then Nintendo, and then ROMs, and that's where we're gonna put our ROMs located, right in there. Yeah, we got 666 items in the ROMs folder. Okay. Okay. Now we need to do is let's go inside the emulator. We're gonna go to ROMs, RetroArch, and then we need to go to cores. Okay. It doesn't have one just yet, so we need to run the emulator. Let's go ahead and click on RetroArch. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna go to video. This is very important. You want to go to video. I'm sorry, not videos. I'm sorry. Settings. We're going to go to video, and then we're going to go to full screen, and then we're going to turn that on. There we go. Now we're in full screen. And let's go back. And then we're going to click right here where it says synchronization. Um, we want to turn this off. Okay? Just like that. Okay, this affects all the emulators because if you try to play this like Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64 or any other games, for some reason it starts to sluggish and it starts to stutter. Well, it does that to my computer, but if it doesn't affect anything, you can leave it on. But if it does have an effect on your like some sort of like sluggish sound and laggy, then I suggest to go to video, okay, and go here and turn it off, okay? Now if it's not affecting, you can leave it on. All right. The next thing we need to do is we want to make sure that the notification information does not show up on the RetroArch when we're running on a track mode. So what we need to do is we need to go to input, scroll down just a little bit, and we need to look for the quick high key. There it is, hotkeys. And we need to find is there it is. Enable hotkey. No, that's not it. Quick combo. No, quick. No. It'll say something about double. You double click. You double click when quitting. It's around here somewhere. Let me see. There it goes. Confirm quick. There it is. So we want to turn that off. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Now we're gonna go to, I believe, on-screen notifications. There it is. On-screen display. On-screen notifications. And we're gonna go to on notification visibility. There it is. And we want to turn off certain ones. Okay. For example, when you're plugging in, when you have your device plugged in, you want to turn that off because we want it to feel like the real deal, you know. That's not it. I think it's an on-screen notification. Oh, when let me put that back on. I know it's here. I know it's here. Visibility. You have to pay attention to what we're reading. Okay. Extra notifications. Load content to startup notification. Shows a brief launch feedback animation when launching content. We want to turn that off. Okay. Input auto config connecting notification. Display on-screen message when connecting or disconnecting devices. Actually, that's okay, but I like to turn that off because if I have my device connected all the time, okay, the information will show up on there, and that can be very annoying. Okay. All right. So now that that's taken care of, I don't know why I'm having some cotton mouth all of a sudden. All right. So that's taken care of. So we go ahead and press escape, and it closes the attract RetroArch. Okay. Just like that. You see that? So let's go back to RetroArch just to show you that it's actually working. Okay, the first thing we want to do is we're going to go hit load core, download a core, and we need to look for two things. We're going to look for arcade. There it is, arcade 2003 plus. Go ahead and download that core. That's a core. Okay. Next one we want to download is the regular Nintendo core. Here we are. We're looking for Nintendo Entertainment System or NES. Super Famicom. There it goes. Nintendo NES Famicom Nestopia UE. That's what we want. There you go. Alright, that's taken care of. Alright, let's go ahead and quit RetroArch. There we go. Alrighty. Okay. Next, we're gonna go and while we're still doing our setups, okay, we're gonna go inside the scraper version 1, okay, and we're gonna go ahead and run the exe, okay. Make sure you go to their website, okay. Go to their website and register with them, okay. So go ahead and type in this arcade 95. The password is arcade 95, okay. All right, and then, or you can create your own account with them, and you can put your own password. But this is a free account. This is associated with the front end. So go ahead and verify. There it goes. And now might take a long time to process, but just leave it alone and hit next. So now it's going to go ahead and start downloading the caches and the other components for this device, okay? So, but we're going to come back here later on, okay? So let it do its thing. Depending on how fast your internet is, that's how long it's going to take. So just be patient and let it do its thing. So we're going to minimize this and let it chill for a bit, okay? All right. So now while we're waiting for that to go through, okay? Let's go ahead and launch the before we do launch attract mode, okay? Actually, let's do it now. Let's click right here where it says attract mode plus console. That's what we want. All right. Now you can choose any language you want. I'm gonna choose English. Tell it no. We want to go to this. We're gonna go to general. Okay. Under general, we're gonna go to screen rotation. I think no, it's not screen rotation. There you go, startup mode. There it goes. And we want to put it as show display menu, just like that. Okay. The next thing we want to do is we're gonna put this in Windows mode for now because we gotta do some changes with the path. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit back. Let's go to screensaver, and we're gonna turn off the screensaver because the screensaver is not really needed. So we're going to put this as 0. This is turn it off. We're going to go ahead and turn this off as well. Like that. Okay, so now we went ahead and turned off the screensaver. And the reason why we did that is because when you're using our Arcade Flow has what you call a scraper itself as well, connected with scrapers. And you can put your password in there as well. But let's say you have like a whole bunch of ROM that you're about to scrape through Arcade Flow. Well, when you're scraping, the screensaver starts to kick in and it interferes with your scraping. So it's better to have not only scraper UI on the side, but also you can use Arcade Flow to do the scraping. And what that means is they taking the videos and image and the logos to put it into your game once this is shown on the screen for attract mode. Okay? Let's continue. Anyways, I don't know why I'm having cotton mouth. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's head back. Now, if you have a Xbox S controller, it also supports the joystick. But what I like to do is I like to go to controls, go to and set up the D-pad, not only the analog stick, but I also like to use the D-pad as well. So you can buy these at any retail store, you know. But if you have a arcade stick, that's something you have to figure out for yourself. But as for me, I always like using an Xbox S controller for this exercise. So I'm going to go ahead and press this. I'm going to go down with the joystick and then add input, and then I'm going to press up on my D-pad. There we go. And let's head back and do the same thing. We're going to go all the way here, press down on your joystick, and then after that press add input, press A, and then press down on the D-pad. Just like that. Alright, let's go for left. Now I can press down my D-pad now. I'm going to press A, and I'm going to press left. There we go. And then to do the same thing for right. Add input by pressing A, and then press right. Alright, and then head back. And press B to go back. Alright, the next thing we want to do is add, we're going to go to general one more time. And I want to make sure that this is on Windows mode. And I'm just going to go ahead and close it real quick. Okay, now the console is in Windows mode. Okay, so every time you hover your mouse will start to disappear, but you already know where it is. So we're going to go ahead and move this over here. Make this a little bit bigger so everybody can see. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and press enter on our keyboard. No, not enter, sorry. Tab. Tab on the keyboard. Alright, and then we're going to go to emulators. And then we're going to add an emulator. And we're going to type in Nintendo Entertainment System. Just like that. Okay. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and go to the executable. We're going to press enter. And that's where we need to know where our RetroArch is. This is why I said make sure you put your RetroArch on the emulator folders. Okay. We're going to go click on that. We're going to go inside the emulators. And then we're going to go to the core. And we're going to click this right here. Because we're going to borrow this. Okay. We're going to come back to this here later. Alright. And we're going to control V. Just remove the word core. And then type this. RetroArch.exe. Okay. Alright, now we're going to go to the command arguments. This is where we're going to start giving a command to the core for RetroArch for it to show on a track mode. So we're going to put a minus, then a capital L, then space, then control V, then space. Oh, I don't know why I did that, but press space, and then we're going to press back. Just like that. And then we're going to put a forward slash. Then we're going to go back to the folder where the core is. And we're going to go ahead and install this plugin right here. This is the core of the emulator from RetroArch. We're going to copy the whole entire name. See? NestopiaLibero.dll. Okay, we're going to copy this. And then we're going to control V. Just like that. So this is the path, this is the command arguments for it. It's saying load, location, L stands for location, and this is the path, core, libero, the raw file name. Okay? Alright. Next we need to change this, okay? This is very important because we know that this is not located in the ROM folder. So we're going to remove this whole entire thing. Okay, and then we're going to go back to the folder. Remember where you put your ROMs in, okay? Remember how we named it Nintendo Entertainment System? And then we went ahead and made all this right here. Right here it says ROMs. We're going to go ahead and click on that, and there they are. Now if you look closely, the format is, if you can see the file type, the file type is NES file, okay? So we're going to double click on top. We're going to copy this whole entire path right here. Just highlight it, and then we're going to copy it, just like that. Alright, next thing we need to do is we're going to go ahead and go to the ROM path, hold Control V, and we're going to paste that in there. Boom. There it is. Now we gave it the path of where the ROM is located. So RetroArch and Attract mode can read the path of this ROM. Okay. Next is the ROM extension. So we're gonna go ahead and type in this NES, 9 caps though, .NES. There we go, and press enter. Okay. Next thing we want to do is system uh, in the information of of the the console. So it actually is Nintendo Entertainment. Me and my bad texting. Okay, system. There we go. Leave this blank. You don't touch this at all. Okay, because if you try to, if I prefer not mess with this at all. Info source scraper, leave it blank. It's not necessary. All right. Now we're gonna go ahead and press enter and on the escape key. Now I tried to do it on the controller, and for some reason, Attract mode doesn't want to recognize the exit, so I'm just gonna use the keyboard to exit. There you go. So this is what gives me the ability to exit the game when I'm done playing it. There we go. Okay. Alright, now we're gonna get to the fun stuff, okay? So the flyer right here is the box art. We're gonna change this to box art. Just like that. But the path is wrong. So we're gonna change this. And we're gonna control V. And remove the word ROMs. And we're gonna type in box art. Just like that. Alright. Next one is the marquee. We're going to change that marquee into videos. Okay. Control V. Remove the word ROMs. And we're going to type in videos. Just like that. Okay. Next is the snap. Okay, we're going to remove all this right here. Control V. And we're going to type in snap. Just like that. Next, we're going to go to wheels. Control V. And then type in wheel. Just like that. Okay. Now, the first thing we want to do is, before we can head on, let's go back to the internet one more time because we want to get a good music to go with uh, the sound. So I'm going to go ahead and type in, let's see, SNES plus NES theme, classic theme music. There we go. Alright, here it is. We're going to go to this website here. It's called downloads kinderside.com. NES plus SNES classic main menu music. There it is. Alright. There it is. This is one of my, there it is. We're going to grab this one right here. And to download it, just click on the download. Click on this little 3 little dots. And then download it. There we go. Now we got the classic regular NES music. Okay. Alright. Let's go back. And we're going to go ahead and copy this name real quick. I don't feel like typing the whole thing. Alright. And then we're going to go to the sound. There it is. And we're going to rename it. And then we're going to paste that in there. We're going to go ahead and grab this sound. Okay. And then we're going to go to the track mode. And then we're going to go to layouts. Then arcade flow 15.6 folder. And then remember that music folder that I created? This is where we're going to paste it. Okay? Alright, this is where it needs to be. Okay? Let's go back to a track mode. Okay? Now we're going to go ahead and hit what it says generate collection ROM list. So we're going to go ahead and hit that. Now it wrote 666 entire to the collection of ROM list. So now we're going to go ahead back. We're going to hit back, and we're going to hit back again. All right. I'm going to show you what this means. So we're going to press enter. What it's saying is we need to go ahead and press the tab button. Then we need to go to the general. Then find what says image caches size. There it is. It's at 100, and we need to put it to 0, just like that. Okay. Now let's hit back. Hit back. Okay. All right. Now on your keyboard or controller, you press up. Okay. While we're here, we need to go to layouts. There it is. All right, and then we're going to go to general, and then we need to go to where it says let me see, layout on, lower res. Let's go back for a second. I thought it was there. Ah, right, utility menu. There it goes. No, not utility menu. Display menu page. There it is. All right, and we need to find enable add exit to arcade flow menu. We're going to tell it yes. There we go. All right. That's taken care of. All right, let's press back. All right, and then we need to go to the display. I think it's under audio. There it is. And then right here, we need to pay attention. Per display per music is right now on no. We want to put this yes, because every time you want to add a new system into your track mode that is attached with RetroArch, it will play different music. Okay. All right. Stop music in a track mode. We tell it no. We want it continuously playing. Okay. All right. Layout music. Then we're going to choose that one. And then we're going to scroll down until we find the word music. There it is. Okay. Now all we have to do is hit enter. And that will be the background music for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and press escape. Okay, and then we're going to go to scraper and meta. Okay. I also best recommend to change this right here and set it to only missing. So in case you miss a couple of ROMs, it'll cover everything. I prefer all ROMs as well. It's up to you. Okay, but but when it comes to scraping, leave it to only missing. Okay. All right, we're gonna press back. All right, and then we're gonna go to username right here. Remember to type in your user when you went to screensaver and you registered with them. Just remember your username and password. But for this exercise, you could actually use this username. Arcade 95. There we go. The password is the same thing. Arcade 95. just like that. Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and start scraping. We got 666 ROMs gonna be collected, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Uh, Before we do continue, watch. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna go ahead and hit scrape current ROM list. We're gonna hit that, and now it's actually about to start scraping all the games, all the images, all the videos, all at once. And how do we know that it's actually working? Well, I'll show you. Let's go ahead and go to the track mode, emulators, Nintendo Entertainment System, box art. Right now it hasn't done the box art yet. Okay, let's go to ROMs. ROMs is there. Snap. There they are. You see? It's actually scraping the images right now. So you see? It's actually scraping them as we speak. Alright, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the videos. So far it hasn't scraped the videos. That's okay. Let's see if they're scraping the wheels. It's actually scraping the wheels. Yeah, it's actually doing its thing. Look at that. Okay, so let's go back. It's still downloading. It's still waiting. This is sure is taking a sweet time doing this. So we're gonna still have to wait. But while we're waiting for this to go through, this is a good time for us to go back, okay, and open up our bezel project. All right. Okay, and then tell you about the notification of the bezel. And we're going to hit OK. Before downloading or using any of the choices of utility menus, make sure you set the directory path and the bezel style type under References. Let's go ahead and do that. Hit OK. Alright. What the heck? Alright. So let's go ahead and I don't know what happened there. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to click right here where it says Update, Download, Uninstall, Update Bezel Packs will automatically enable bezels. So we're going to click on that, okay? Next, we're going to click on where it says Process RetroArch. That's what we want. And we're going to hit OK. No, before we hit OK, yeah, we're going to hit OK. Home direct, okay, yeah. Let's go to Reference. There it goes. And we need to find RetroArch. There goes RetroArch install directory. There it is. And we're going to go ahead and click on it. And we had it in our downloads. That's where it was located. There it is. There's the RetroArch. And then we're going to hit click OK. Now we're going to go ahead and save. And now we're going to hit OK. Give it a few minutes. Alright. Now we're going to find the regular Nintendo Famicom. So it goes Famicom. There it is. This is what we were looking for. And we're going to hit OK. Famicom is actually Nintendo. And this might take a while. Believe it or not, this might take a while. So let's see how our scraping doing. There it is. It's barely halfway there. It's halfway there. So yeah, this takes some time. You just got to be patient with it. Everything what we're doing is for scraping everything that is supposed to be there. Everything we're doing now that it's doing extracting the files of the bezels. Every bezel game you can think of. Okay, we're gonna get the Nintendo as well. Okay, this is the game bezels. And then we're gonna get the USA Nintendo Entertainment System. I haven't done a tutorial for a very long time, so I apologize if you're hearing me drinking water, because for some reason I am getting cotton mouth when I'm explaining this to you guys. So I apologize for that, okay? Also, you heard a little bit of TV sound in the background. I guess I accidentally hit my smart TV, my smartphone connected to my TV by accident. See, reading Netstopia, all the okay. There we go. All right, let's try it again. We're gonna hit OK. All right, let's find NES. It's from around here somewhere. NES. There it is. NES install. There it goes. Not install. There it is. Because the reason why I told you guys to download, install the Japanese version, because just in case you guys want the Japanese regular Nintendo games, at least it's in your system. So we're gonna go ahead and install this. Let's go ahead and hit OK. This also takes a little while. We're almost done, guys. There it goes. Now, since installing all the bezels for the games for the regular Nintendo, every one of them. This is all the US, everything. There it goes. This covers all the cores as well for every emulator for the RetroArch. There we go. System OK. Now we're gonna do one more time. We're gonna hit OK, and then we need to find arcade somewhere around here. Atomiswave. There it is. MAME is not installed. This is what we want. There it is. So we're going to hit OK. And now it's covering all the arcade games. I prefer install all of them, but that's just me. But it's up to you guys how you want to go about doing it. Just got to be a little bit of patience, and it'll go through, okay? This will be the last one. It's a big file, so it takes a while. This is MAME we're dealing with now. MAME covers almost, how you say, they cover almost 1,006, no, they covered 15,678 games in total. So they cover a lot. I mean, we're talking about a lot of games. Remember the core I told you about? There it is. It's reading right there. It says what says MAME 2003 plus, and we went ahead and downloaded the core for it because this is it's actually directly to, believe it or not, to the actual connection with them. There they are. Now it's downloading the arcade bezels with so many games they cover. Now, if you're a type of person who can't afford to buy big box with launch box, this is one way to doing it. You could actually can run this on Raspberry Pi, on Linux, Windows, and Mac. I never saw anybody try to install this on a Raspberry Pi. However, I seen people use built their arcade machines and used this as a front end. Only several people I know that actually pulled it off. We're almost halfway there, guys. We're almost halfway there. Just a little bit of patience, and you're gonna see your hard labor pays off. You're gonna see your beautiful games showing on the display screen with beautiful music in the background while going through the list to make it look really nice. Now you can do this for your Windows. You could actually now if you're planning on building your own arcade machine, custom made, and you're looking for a cheaper way, I say a free cheap way without paying anything, but do it yourself. This is the way to go. A track mode with the latest version of the theme that comes with it. This theme is so useful. It updates itself every time. So just let you guys know. Right now we're on the latest version of 15.6. But in my next video, next time when the owner decides to update, I'll show you guys how to update the track mode with the arcade flow attached with the front end. This actually can do cocktails, rotation screens, and everything. All the information you need to look for will be in my video description. That's a guaranteed. Also, I will give you the Discord channel to the original guy who created the theme. So if you have any questions, you can actually go to his channel. And once again, I apologize if the video is a little bit long, but I'm trying to teach you guys how to do this properly. There we go. It's done. Well, alright, so now we're done with this part of the exercise. Let's go ahead and close this. Let's see how our screen scraper is coming along. It's halfway there. We're almost to the sources, okay? Alright. Let's go ahead and minimize this guy right here. We're going to come back for it later. As you can see, it's already extracted most of the games. It covered only 658 games so far out of 666. One game, one name was missing, and 7 with 7 with no names. So that's okay. We're going to go ahead and press escape. And there you go. So we're going to go see. And you can see that it's going through. Let's go ahead and put it. Let's put it on full screen real quick. Let's go to general. There you go. Oh wait, wrong one. Fill screen default. There you go. There we go. Okay. Now let's take a look at the path real quick. I wonder why it did not scrape when I gave it a command. Alright. Also, we need to turn all this off because we really don't need it. This could cause a crash, so we'll turn those off. Alright, let's go to general. Okay, everything's fine. Alright, we're gonna go to emulator, Nintendo Entertainment System. And I know I was very careful. Let me see. I did type in videos. Maybe I thought it was videos, but let me see. Just to double check one more time. Let's take a look at the scraper. Yeah, I did say videos, and there were no videos there to show up in the beginning with. I gave it the nap. I'm surprised there was no box arts. We got the ROMs there. Okay. Alright. Let's go back. Yeah, it should have scraped it. So let's go ahead. Let's refresh it one more time. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and close it. Alright. And there you go, guys. We got that taken care of. Alright. Yeah. I also could use my controller too. Well, check it out. Look at that. Look how fast it's responding. There you go. Alright. Now let's say I want to search a game that I want to look for. So we're going to go to search. So what you do is you want to press up. Alright. We're going to go right here where it says search. I want to play a game of Mega Man. So I'm going to type in Mega Man. Mega Man. Or just Mega. Alright, let's go back. And there it is. There's all the Mega Man games you're looking for. Okay, I always love playing Mega Man 4. Okay. Oh, something went wrong. Alright, let's go find out what's the cause of the problem. Alright. So, emulators, RetroArch. We did tell it was cores. Okay. Let's go back to emulators. We're going to go open up this with Notepad. Alright, and let's see what's going on here. I did type it in properly. The C, yeah. OldGamer. Maybe it's touched that or something, but I don't know. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay. RetroArch exe, that's correct. NES, that's correct. Okay. Let's go ahead and save it and see what happens. Because we did tell it where it was. This is where the RetroArch is. We did tell it was the exe. Okay, let's try that again. Let's go ahead and save it. Alright, let's run it one more time. Oh yeah, let's see how this thing's doing. Ah, perfect, it's finished. Alright, so now that we were missing the box art and the video clips for it, so we're going to go ahead and click right here where it says generic emulations, and we're going to hit next. For now, we're going to go ahead and choose any path right now. Okay. RetroArch, emulators, ROMs. Okay, RetroArch, emulator, there it is, Nintendo Entertainment System, ROMs. We're going to hit OK, and we're going to hit next. We're going to hit next again. Alright, there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this little plus right here. Scroll down until we get to consoles. Okay, and we need to look for Nintendo Entertainment System. Okay, we're going to hit OK. Now we need to find this is actually the wrong ROM path, but we're going to change it. Okay, we're going to go to downloads, track mode, emulator, Nintendo ROMs. There it is. Okay. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and highlight media. And we're going to remove some of the stuff here. Okay, click on this button right here. And we're going to click on minus and minus, and we're going to add this right here. And we need to find videos. There it is. Okay, and then we're going to add another source. And we need to find images. We were missing the box art for some reason. Let's see if we can change it to image here. There we go. Screenshots, fan art, box art. We could also choose box art 3D. I prefer 3D box arts. There it goes. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and click on this little folder right here for the box art. And then we're going to navigate to the track mode, emulators, Nintendo Entertainment System, box art. Alright, there it goes. For videos, the same thing. Now, if for some odd reason the videos won't show up on the snap videos, I'm going to show you another method. But let's see if this works first, okay? So let's go ahead and click on this little folder right here. Okay, and then we're going to click on right here what says videos. There it is. Now what we need to do is we're going to click on the Super Famicom icon. And then we're going to click on games and front ends. Just like that. And then hit play. Okay, now it's scraping the box art, 3D box art, and it's collecting the videos that we went ahead and included. Okay, so this is also going to take a little bit of time. Okay, all right. And how do we know that it's working? Well, when we go to the box art, it's actually collecting the box art. You see, it's actually doing its thing, and then it's also doing the videos as well. So you see, as well. Okay. Now we're gonna let that chill. Okay, and let's see if we got the RetroArch working. Okay. Oh, this is the wrong one. That was my previous one. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Okay. Let's try Mega Man again. It didn't work. Okay. I wonder why it's not working. It must be something wrong with the quotes. Let's try using quotes instead, okay? Alright, one more time. There we go. We got it to work. Configure overloaded. Alright, there we go. So on the C drive, when you're dealing with the C drive, you make sure you put quotes. It's amazing how it's working, and it comes with the bezels and everything. Just amazing. And you can see it's actually working. A little piece of the thing needs to be adjusted, but that's no problem. I died. But as you can see, it's actually working. Alright, so that part is done. So we went ahead and took the time and fixed the problem that caused the issue. So if you're using the C drive, okay, just make sure you put the quotes between the lines. And then I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick. So this will be the last lesson. I mean, we still got a lot of videos. We already got some videos uploaded already. Let's see. So we're gonna go to the emulators here. I'm gonna click on right here, open up with Notepad, Nintendo Entertainment System, and see the quote. So when you're using a C drive, okay, make sure you use the quote. Now, if it was a D drive, you have no problem with that, but with the C drive, it was causing a problem. So make sure you put 2 quotes between it, okay, between the paths for it to work, okay. All right. Also, we make sure. I also got some games already, some arcade games. So we're gonna go ahead and install that right now. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and click on. We're gonna name this one MAME. Just like that. Let's go inside. And we're gonna create a folder. Snap. Wheels. Okay. Videos. Oh, oops. Just misspelled the word videos wrong. There we go. And box art. Okay. Alright, and lastly, ROMs. I got some ROMs already ready. Let me go ahead and I thought I had them in here. Let me see. Did I accidentally remove them? I think I did. Let me go get them again. I'll get one game for now. Just one game. Okay, let's see. Let's grab one of my favorite games of all times, and it's let's see. Let's try. We got so many games in here. Let's try Double Dragon. Yeah. There we go. Let's take a look at the scraping, see how it's doing for the regular Nintendo. Let's see, videos. There's some games right now. There's actually look already. So let's see if Mega Man shows up on the screen. So far, there's not showing any video. I don't understand why it's not showing any videos. But it should have done it. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what happens now. Let's take a look. What's going on? Let's go ahead that video from Mega Man. Or maybe we need to close it. Let's try closing the console and maybe it'll show up. One last thing. Now, if it doesn't show up, that means we need to move it somewhere else. And that's okay. No, it's not showing the Mega Man video. So it's that even though we did give it a location, we did put it into we put it in a location where the video is supposed to play, but it's not playing. How we go about fixing that? That's no problem. Only thing we gotta do is do this. Watch. Let's go back. Let's go ahead and grab that Mega Man while we're still waiting for it to scrape, because you know, I mean, we got a long way to go, right? They got a lot of games to cover. We already got 107 games already been covered already. So I'm guessing that the scraper for videos is not working. It's not showing. And I did spell the word videos. You see? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and eliminate this right here, this path right here, where it says videos. We're gonna remove it. Okay. We're gonna save it. Then we're gonna go to the Nintendo Entertainment. We're gonna go inside the videos folder, and we're gonna grab all these videos that is actually scraping. Go ahead and copy this real quick. No, actually not copy, cut it. If you copy, it will take forever. And we're gonna post it inside the snap folder. Alright. It should be in there already. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and close our RetroArch. I mean, our track mode. And now it should show it. Now it should show. One last time. Here it goes. So that Mega Man should show up on the screen. There it is. So I needed, so the video snap's supposed to be located in the snap folder, because for some reason Arcade Flow does not want to read through another folder. But that's okay, because you know, it's all about trials and errors. My mistake, and I did a few fixes, but there you go guys, and there you have it. Okay, now do the same process with all the games for the RetroArch. Whatever RetroArch supports, that's you have to go about doing it. Okay, if you have any questions, you can go to the RetroArch community forums if you have any questions there. Now if you have any questions about the front end Arcade Flow, in my video description you'll be able to contact the original owner who has a Discord channel, and you can contact him there. All the resources that you need to do to get yourself entertained with this great front end for your computer, you know, hey, and the funny thing is, I'm playing this on a 65-inch television screen. So when every time my family and friends comes over and they want to play some games, or like if you decide you want to live stream it through stream, like if you want to live stream on Twitch or on YouTube, you can show off this front end. This is OldGamer saying, I hope this video tutorial helped you guys out, and I hope this information helped you out. This is OldGamer saying, God bless, and take it easy you guys.